Hello YouTube fans, here again. Now I'm going to do a film, a bit warty actually. Put a little bit there because it's a bit warty. Hang on, put it there. 11 days, 11 nights, and that's all I can show because this is a bit warty. 11 days, 11 nights. Very rarely do a rotty, and it is a rotty film. A bit of Ram Bam Fighting Man, but at the end of the day, rotty's not really me. If I want to see Ram Bam Fighting Man, I just watch porn. But at the end of the day, this was actually quite a good one. I was surprised. 11 days, 11 nights. When it first come out, and I only saw this bit because it's a bit warm, so I only saw this bit. When it first come out, people said it was a rip-off of 9.5 weeks. And in many ways, you could say it's similar to 9.5 weeks. You ever remember 9.5 weeks? You know, Mickey Rourke, Jim Bassinger. The only difference is, and even though it is a erotic film, but the only difference is it's a woman. It's a woman who's taking advantage of a man. That's right. I'll say that again. It is a woman taking advantage of a man. Now there's a bit of Ram Bang Fanky Man in it. There's a bit where they have a bit of intercourse, and it's near a boat. But when you go near these bits and it's on a boat, there's just that bit in it. You know, a bit of tits, a bit of bums, and a bit of fluff. But the rest of it is actually an interesting film. I'm not making this up. To me, it's an interesting film because it has a bit of a story to it. Because it's the woman who is using a man. That's right. It makes a change. It's a woman using a man to make an erotic book called 11 Days and 11 Nights. And it's one of them. Do I feel sorry for the man? Do I feel sorry for him? Because he's about to get married, right? He's about to get married. He's getting engaged, and a bit of banging. Someone's downstairs cutting up, right? But he's going to get engaged to a woman, and he's being unfaithful. He's being unfaithful. Now, understandably so. I can't show the back because it's a bit warm, so I'll just show a little bit here. Right, the woman is played by an actress called Julia Moore. Been in a lot of these type of erotic films. Very attractive woman in that era. But it's nevertheless that he's being unfaithful to a woman who he's going to get engaged to. I've seen this actress before. She's been in a few films. She was in a film called Stage Fight, and she was also in. You remember the movie I reviewed called Dose House? She was in that. Yep, she was in that. Long but old, the boss already knows. He has a boss. He's running a company. You know what I mean? It's that era when people looked a bit luppified, and he's throwing it off. Saying, "Oh yeah, I've just got laid." But the thing is, you don't realise that she's tipped his wallet. So he's going to get the boss a beer. It's the dinner break and everything, and the boss is laughing because he realises that he ain't got his wallet. She's napped it. But she comes back and then she says, alive, well, let's do it for 11 days and 11 nights. And he's falling for her. He's actually falling for her. But what he doesn't realise is she's using him to write a book. She's actually fucking using him to write a book called 11 Days and 11 Nights. And yeah, you could say it's a spin-off of 9.5 weeks. There's a few sexy bits there. I can't show the rest because it's a bit nakedness. But there's a bit in it where she's got honey and he's stripped naked and she's rubbing the honey on his body. But she's using him. She's using him. There's a bit in it where she sets him up as a woman and he's in a taffy and he falls on his ass. And basically, she makes an idiot out of him. She makes an idiot out of him, but this guy's, he's thinking with his dick. He's thinking with his dick. And the boss feels it's unfair. He's having a go at him, saying, "You're cheating on the woman who you're about to marry." And the woman sort of taxes on the wife to be. I mean, there's a bit in it where they're watching this film and she's saying, "Oh, what a brilliant film." And it's only blood and stage fight, a film what she appeared in and got killed in the film, that is. You know what I mean? And as the film goes on, and I mean, long but old, they find out that she finds out she foils him with the woman, Julia Moore, in a lot of erotic films. There's just there. And she even makes out, there's a scene where she makes out like, "Yeah, I love you and everything, and let's get to death and all this." And he's saying, "Yeah, I want to see you." And there's a bit where as you're thinking though, is she falling for him? Is she falling in love with him? Because you've got the idea she's using him to make this erotic book. You know what I mean? She's using him to make an erotic book. You got one actress who appeared in a lot of the Man Myself films, and he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that she's using him, right? She doesn't know that. And at the time, right, she's going to. She gets his dye. She even gets a prostitute, and she thinks she's a bit where you think, are they going to? And she's waiting in the room, but it doesn't go that route. Or the prostitute says, "Oh, I didn't get anywhere with him." So there's not a lot of bonking in it. There's a bit where she's naked here and there. No, it's not an erotic film, but if you're going into it for bonking, there's only one bit at the opening. The rest of it's a dud story. It's a dud story because she's using this dye. And do I feel sorry for him? Not really, because he's being unfucking faithful, even though he's not married yet. Like I say, his wife foils him, and she saw him before, and she knows. And there's a bit where you think, is she going to be unfaithful? But she doesn't go that route. Or she gets a dye, you know, shuts her up. He sees it. The boyfriend goes and hits him. The dye gets the better and smacks him. And then the day after, she admitted what she did after making him look like an idiot. I mean, she may think she's going to get lucky, and she fights a gang of people round, makes him look like an idiot, touches him up as a woman, makes him look like an idiot. And then she admits that she was just using him to make an erotic book. She admits that, and the guy goes mad. There's a bit where you think, is he going to rape her? Is he going to rape this woman? A bit shit. But I'm happy to say it doesn't go that route, or he just does the fuck off and walks off. Goes back to his woman. There's a bit where she cries, which is in the cover here. She cries and she says a line, "I love you, I love you." A little too late. He goes to his woman, flowers in his hand. "Oh, will you to do for me?" And end the movie. But 11 Days, 11 Nights, yeah, you could say it's a rip-off of 9.5 weeks. It came out 1 year after 9.5 weeks, and normally I'm not really into erotic films. It's like I say, I'm not into them. If I want to see Wham Bang Thank You Man, I'll just watch fucking porn, you know what I mean? To me, I'm more into action, I'm more into horrors, I'm more into that. But 11 Days and 11 Nights, it's not a bad one. I mean, it's a good story to it. It's a woman using a man, taking advantage of him just to make a book. She falls for him. You've got an idea he falls for her, but at the end of it all, she sort of admitted that she was using him to write this book. And basically, he tells her to fuck off. He goes back to his woman, end of movie. But I just like the idea of it being a woman. I mean, imagine over the years, there's been a lot of films like that where it's a woman taking advantage, but for that era, it was a different norm. I just felt like 11 Days, 11 Nights, it was a different norm for a woman to use a man. You know what I mean? It's normally, I mean, I suppose now you've got films like Basic Instincts and films of that nature, but for that era, for an erotic film, I like the idea it was different. I mean, I'm blowing smoke out of his ass and making 11 Days and 11 Nights sound like it's bloody Gone with the Wind. But for that era and that type of film, and for that era, I mean, probably for its time, people said it was a 9.5 weeks rip off. I mean, 11 Days, 11 Nights. You could say it was a film what was kind of a rip off of 9.5 weeks, but that of it being a woman using a man. I like that. I thought it was different. It was unique. Very rare to talk about about it. So there you go. Can't talk about the bonking and all that. But that's it. There's a bit of it having sex and it's on a bit of a boat. The rest of it's being naked. There's little bits here and there. It's a bit of Wham Bang Thank You Man, but not a lot. It's more of a story piece. But there you go. 11 Days, 11 Nights. Into them. See you soon.